and I think it kind of puts it into context. The first one is for B2C, which is, it's a popularity contest. The brand with the most friends wins, which is probably true if you're comic books and you're Marvel versus DC. If you're B2B, you're probably looking at a different scenario where not everyone in the world wants to learn about plastic injection molding. So you're probably looking at something like this. I don't have a lot of friends, but all the friends I have will tell you that I'm the best friend that they have. You've got capabilities through LinkedIn to go into the answers section, find people that are asking questions about what you do. All the questions are broken out by different verticals, so you can go in there, find people who have questions, answer questions, and then you just made a new friend. If you're blogging, it's a great way to kind of set yourself apart as a thought leader. You can show that you're staying ahead of the trends and letting people know what trends are out there and what's going on. And just by having a blog, you look cooler. So you guys are already in social media, so I don't really need to do the sales pitch to you, but just to kind of give you some ideas of what's going on out there. If you took all the time that everyone spent on the internet last year and then put it together in this shiny little chart of a 1-hour time slot, significant amount of time, you can see it in the blue, is spent on social networks and blogs. This number actually increased last year by 40%. Fun statistic. Facebook last year added 12 new members every second. So at this rate, Facebook would have the same population as the city of Las Vegas in less than 2 days. It's growing, it's mightier. 70% of bloggers are already organically talking about brands inside of their blog posts. 38% are unsolicited, posting product reviews. It's a way of them reaching out to people and talking about things that other people in their circles care about. Strategies. So again, kind of remedial stuff, but thinking about your prospects, these are the people. This is your target demographic. These are the people that you're trying to reach, to send your message to. And so, maybe that message hits them and they become a customer. And, if your service is good, then maybe they become a loyal customer. That's a shot of, where was I? Yes. iPad lunch day. And, maybe if you provide your customers with such amazing support or customer service or such an amazing service, they become a huge brand advocate for you, and they go out and they tell other people about your company, and they get tattoos, and that's really where you want to be, even if it does end up as. All right, so getting there. You have to start by having a game plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. A lot of companies really rush into this because we were all told that you have to get on Facebook, you have to get on Twitter, you have to do all of these things. And so everybody did it, and nobody knew why. So starting with a game plan is so important. And if you're already there, maybe step back and look at why you're there. I went too far. No, I didn't. Okay. So who's in charge? One of the things a lot of people did was, they set it up and then they didn't really have a plan for who was going to manage these things. And so I tell people that, having a Facebook page that doesn't get updated is bad, but having a Facebook page that somebody goes on there and posts something about your company and you don't reply to it is far, far worse. Rules. So I've seen companies who will get the IT team to block Facebook. Well, that would be great, except now we all have smartphones, so I'm going to go on there anyhow. So Instead, why not encourage your employees to start posting content about your company? Reach out to them. But again, back to rules, set guidelines. Don't post negative comments about the client who's kind of a pain. Don't talk bad about your boss, because, not all publicity really is good publicity. Metrics. Okay. A lot of buzz about metrics and how you track this stuff. There's lots of things that you can track, some stuff you can't track. You can see the number of impressions that your messages are sent out to. You can see how many people went to your website because of your Twitter post. I've had people ask me before, what to put a dollar amount on a Twitter follower. It's like, well, to me it's the same as what's your best friend worth? He's probably talking about your company, so what is he worth to you? One of the case studies I really like is by a company called Blendtec. They make blenders, and they were having a lot of difficulty trying to get into with their B2B segment of getting into companies, and so they were trying to think of a way of engaging people before they made the call. And so what they did was they set up this really cool campaign called Will It Blend? And they blended everything. They started with iPhones. They've blended iPads on launch day. Nerds like me around the world were just cringing in horror. But they've seen over 134 million views. So their name got out there. Buy-in, this is something that, another mistake that I've seen a lot of people make. What usually happens is new technology comes out, president of the company says, oh, this is new technology, I don't really understand it. You go out, you grab the youngest person in the company and you say, here, do this. You need buy-in across the board. You need to have your entire organization understand why you're doing it, understanding the goals of what's going on here. Otherwise, it's not going to be effective. Listen first. This is kind of, again, some stuff that's going to be remedial, but if you just walk into a party and yell out, hey, we've got a sale, no one's going to listen to you. You need to use a balance of, value-added content. Probably 90% is the rule that I usually like to use. 10% very soft sales pitch. Having two-way conversations. This kind of falls in line with the whole listening aspect again. A great example of this is by Archer Technologies. They're a provider of risk and compliance solutions. They set up two websites, one of them being Archer Exchange and one of them being Archer Community. What Archer Community does is it's a forum for them to interact with their customers. They discuss product development. Archer Exchange is an online marketplace. It's for downloading applications that are made not only by Archer but also by Archer's clients. The Archer Community attracts an average of 20 members a week. They see 4,000 unique visits and 400 downloads every week. Archer Exchange has around 17,000 unique visits. They're seeing 90,000 page views and 1,200 downloads every week. And so Archer Exchange is definitely leading in the amount of views. But the beauty of the Archer Community is that they're reaching out to their customers. They're talking and engaging with them. And because of this, they've actually released 3 of their leading applications based upon loyal customers who are coming to them with ideas saying, hey, if you tried this, this would really help me out. And so that's part of that listening aspect and opening up, the efforts that you're doing inside your companies. Imitation is flattering. Start by looking at what other people are doing and see if those things would work for you. There's usually never a need to reinvent the wheel when you're doing this. So watch what other people do. If you think it works for you, try it. So nobody wants to go out with the boring guy on Saturday night. Finding ways to make your presence on social media fun makes it engaging. People want to talk to you. They want to do business with you. There's an LED manufacturer called Cree, and what they did was they set up a website that was set up for people who have badly lit cubicles with fluorescent lighting to post their badly lit cubicles, and then you were thrown into drawing, and if you won, you got new LED recessed lighting for your entire office. It didn't cost them a lot of money, but they're getting posts daily from users who are just like, yeah, my office sucks. Don't be a supernova. This is kind of, a lot of people want to try and do the viral video, and some companies spend thousands and some companies spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to come up with these gimmicks of how to get engagement from people. The most recent example I would say is the Old Spice guy. Pretty sure everybody's seen this. I'm on a horse. I'm in a shower or whatever. They spent all their budget on production and television commercials. And so it was this bright, shining star for like 3 months, and then everyone stopped talking about it. If they would have just taken a fraction of that budget and said, hey, if somebody posts this or retweets it, or if it shows up on Facebook, or if you see this in a Google alert somewhere, or somebody blogs about it, reach out to them. Hey, thanks for posting that. Can I send you a free sample? Those are the things that work. But the get rich quick, build a fast community, it doesn't work. The example earlier from Blendtec, the Will It Blend campaign, they've been doing that since 2006. Consistently, regularly posting new things. Their B2B sales from 2006 until 2010 have risen by 700%. It's experimental. Again, you're going to have to try new things. You're not going to hit the nail on the head the first time. So look at what other people are doing, try it, figure out how it works for you, see if it works, check your metrics, go back, try something else. Okay, I'm going to try and wrap this up here, and then you guys can hammer me with questions or whatever you want. So the most important thought that I try and give people is to really just get excited about your brand. A lot of you guys are executives. There's people out there waiting to hear from you. Talk to them. Get them engaged. Whether you want to get into social media or not, there's somebody out there who will be an advocate for your brand. My proof of this is the very first thing that was ever purchased on eBay was a broken laser pointer. And it was purchased by a collector of broken laser pointers. Someone out there is waiting for you. It's supposed to say you on the end of that.